See, that didn't take too long.
And we're
Sort of.
back. So
yeah.
little
We
reloading works.
yeah, we had to no, we still had to unplug the freaking Elgato and we had to reload OBS.
Yeah.
So it was basically both.
It's making noise up there.
Good. That's all that
Chapter
matters.
6.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
this
should
will be
not
fun.
have turned it up all the
No,
way.
no, it's fine. I think it's fine.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be totally fine. Hi, Cass.
Hey.
Let us know how that sounds
Here,
to
hold on.
you.
Treat? Actually, cookie. You get a cookie. Yeah, come here.
You don't know. Well, she does know the drill. Yes.
Come here.
Cass, fantastic fucking picture.
Timing?
No,
Oh.
picture on the Halloween contest thing. Here, you ready? This is a
It's a
pumpkin, and
pumpkin.
it actually smells kind of cool. There we go. Okay, you could also hear when the game said chapter 6.
Oh, good.
Okay, but
Would you turn our volume down?
yes.
You have that remote.
I
You
do
put it
have
in my cart. It's right there.
Oh, you can see it. Okay, here.
It's like
hit
I
it,
see the card.
Hit it again.
Through thick and thin.
That's better.
See, because I'm pretty sure that it was too low on the stream last time.
It was.
So this is more of a let's get
Okay.
it going.
So
Yeah.
now so this video will actually be everywhere. I'm going to try and finish this game tonight. On my personal account, I played this and I played it all the way through, got all the endings, got all the achievements, and it was under 6 hours. And since we played for like 2.5 hours last time, we're just gonna do it.
Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship.
And then you technically know which final ending is the right ending, so you could do the wrong endings.
Here, hold on. I will say,
Right?
I'm not going to change the order that I would have normally done this, like all the endings, except when it comes to the last choice, I want to do the wrong ones first, so that I don't have to come back after the credits to do the wrong ones. Here. And I will be doing something for an achievement that I might have to backtrack.
Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them.
I'm about to mess with something, so let's see if it crashes on us.
Festival air.
Was this supposed to read out? Because I didn't hear it.
Hit it. No, I
But
hear
the
noise.
events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Okay.
No, we're good.
So, as I was saying, there's one achievement that I might have to go backwards for, but I might be able to not go backwards.
You mean because of the way you have to hop around, or...
I'll explain it when we get there.
Okay.
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
Again, someone did finish the game, but I was busy doing my own other things. So I'm aware of how things sort of go, but not like everything.
Yeah.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Cass, I feel like you need a few more, just because I cannot take that expression seriously on on that rest, or it is a rest, right? For the costume.
Mr. Kirk pointed to his grinning mouth.
What? Give me the grip of the top stop.
Pronunciation
What?
practice. Pronunciation exercises, I guess.
Wait, that was a tongue twister? The unique New York thing?
I guess.
That dude is so weird. I keep seeing that. I don't see a dude. I like
Which one?
the hyena dog. thing.
The creepy podium one?
Yeah, the one at the podium. And I still don't like how the one on the right is drawn.
I know. It's her cheeks are too smooth. That's what it is.
Yeah, are you sure that's what it is?
Her dad's cheeks are fine because he has the mustache.
Ah.
Hers are just too smooth. Like that's what I figured out. I don't like. Like she needs some fuzz, like at the edge of her cheek or something.
Kestis says she's wearing too much makeup?
That might be it. I don't like it in person when people do that either, so. I can't talk to you. I've tried. I forgot.
As long as the boot qualifies as a catch. This Pigman has been my favorite fucking
I
character
know!
of the game.
Especially, like, he is my favorite. After everything, he's like my favorite character.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Also, the way that you need to, like, grab the words and shit, doesn't really feel like you can
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow.
do, like, a real
Then
straight
gave
shot
an
for
understanding nod.
the right ending or a good ending.
You can't.
For a
Like, you
moment,
have
the
to-
two now shared that same wistful gaze.
You have to do most of the game, it seems.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna go into the tree, so, like, because I meant to do a recap, too, for anyone who'd missed. So here is our first turning point. We had to tell Gran what we were gonna do today. We had these 3 choices from the beginning. And none of them mattered. It was just teaching us how to use the system. This is our first branching pathway. When we got to it the first time, chill was the only answer. So we went this way. Change was the only answer.
you
And
died.
that got us the word shit.
Yep.
Because the guy in the hazmat suit was like, shit. And I died, yeah. And that was the end of that branch. So we went back here, you shit, and we kicked her in the shins because we were a little shit. Got here, did strange, which caused basically a fight to break out between two of us, the 2 groups. And the little, I don't know what he's supposed to be.
I say like I was gonna say a lion, but the ears are wrong. But he's
The
got
one
like
on the right, that's shorter. Because
not the rhino.
Yeah, not the rhino. But half of his body did some weird shit because we pushed him into goo. And that led to this, where we chose fight and we died. So we went back this way, because we got struggle. Oh, and we got free, but, then we got to here, and we did rumble, and we're seeing what happens here. Like, it's a very different thing. The split here was our best friend went with us over here and went missing. On this side, we went alone. It's very complicated and I love it.
And again, really weird that you have to experience like most if not all of the different storylines.
Well,
Or
some of them you can only
outcomes.
get by fucking around.
I know. Though honestly, if you would notice that launching a firework and having a random ass dude with a clipboard come out and note it, I'd be doing that too.
Me too.
Like-
I'd be fucking with them.
Also, I feel like part of the reason this is the thing we're streaming tonight is like we want to finish it knowing how technically close
I
we are
like-
to the end.
Well, yeah. And this, spoiler, this is the end of this branch. Like, we don't go any further after, we don't get any more choices. I was so close to it and I quit because it was so long. I didn't expect it to be.
Sorry, all became flesh.
Also, it feels really weird. Like where should you?
Hold on.
pause
I
for the
know.
night, I guess.
Unless you know what's gonna happen, it's really hard to pause.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
I'm not going into the museum again.
Please no. Please no. Well, and then what's it called? Two games got their Halloween update at a minimum.
I know. It's like we want to do a lot of Halloween events, but this is just so spooky, I guess, and mystery-y that I
No.
want to get it done.
Now,
You know?
if you can move, I can get you what you're going after. Oh, you got it. You got it?
Oh, I got the achievement accidentally.
Did you do? What did you do?
I kicked it, and it. I
Okay.
didn't mean to kick it. I was walking, I jumped. So, spoiler: what you're supposed to do is be carrying something and try and hit it, and that will get you the achievement. I could have had to go back for that.
Not more. You found a way around it,
I guess.
technically.
And technically, you don't have to find all the words because some of them are just using those 2 flashback mini games.
No, the flashback mini games have their own achievement.
Yeah, they do, but that's not completing the game. That's just 100%ing it.
I feel like those two statements are contradictory towards each other.
I know, but still.
I think it's funny that the kids are calling them the clipboards, but they
I
are
love it.
like, what the fuck are they? Like, same litter?
All siblings, yeah.
Yeah, like all siblings.
And there are a lot of them. We saw like what 10 of them during that last bridge.
Yeah. Oh,
Lag.
oh God.
I still want to talk to people because I don't remember where I got words from.
I love there's like the little speech bubble popping up, like, hey, you're supposed to come in here.
I know.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
Yay, solve a griddle.
I still found it so weird that they the way they drew this penguin
Kato
to
stretched
have
His
hands, like
cleared
it's
his throat as if preparing to sing.
it's like unnerving me. Like
I
you're
know.
supposed to have flippers. Like sure, yeah, I know. Luca would have hooves,
Hooves.
but I don't know. Like seeing the hands on Luca
Kato
is
stared at Luca
fine.
eagerly.
You know, like I have no objections, but on the penguin.
Luca grabbed the Adventures
This
of
is not me
Hangatonic, issue
going
number 5
because I
from the
know
shelf.
it. It's 5th edition. 5th issue. Also, if you try and leave the library, he won't let you. Like, oh no, it's in here.
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's.
Well, at least the
turning
game
on
helps you.
lamp.
I know it does.
As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The
Lag.
Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5.
Now
Luca
I
clicked
know.
his tongue with recognition.
I know you didn't play this on this computer.
No.
This is my computer. Did you have any kind of lag
No.
like that? Really?
It was your computer.
I wonder what gives, because there was another game we did that had the lag like this.
I know, and I think it's your computer now. I thought it was that game.
Kato
Hold on,
began
but
flipping through the
CatQuest
pages, stopping when he hit the
Hasn't
glowing
done
word.
it. Phasmophobia doesn't do it to me either.
He
Yeah.
continued
So I'm kind
flipping.
of wondering, like, what the heck? Wait, Kess hasn't seen a lag. There's a
Reaching the end
part
of the
where
book, Kato looked up.
Kelsey will like hit the spacebar to advance the story.
Oh, you can't tell it's lag. It's just I hit something and it doesn't immediately happen. So you guys will just think I took a long pause. But for me, it's like I hit that. It's supposed to be going.
Interesting.
I'll also say, the only time I did notice an actual difference was the music lagged at one point, and it kind of caught up in a bundle. Okay, Griffin, come here.
Before
What
Luca
is
could finish his
Griffin supposed
sentence,
to be?
Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Hold on, the music's a tad loud. I can change that after
Yeah.
this.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog. Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
He's
Yeah.
like a lizard person.
He shook
Yeah.
off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
I don't think an alligator has a tail with an end like that.
No.
Luca finished off
dragon.
the
I
remainder
don't
of the
know.
corn dog.
Alright, now tweak the music. I vote
Yeah.
just the music because I think the voices.
Well, that's the only thing I changed.
I thought you
Whatever.
hit No, because main will also turn down voiceover volume. You get what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Hold on, how do I go back? There we go. I can't use my mouse at all. It's Okay, hold on. What was I supposed to be doing?
See, she hit a button.
Oh, coffee shop. Fountain, pep. Ah, upstairs to the coffee shop. I love these two.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
Alright, cuz pass judgment on that one. How was the voiceover thing
Look, I got a word. Hard.
overall now? I'm serious, I feel like main volume, they actually meant like master volume, the way that if you turn that down, no other setting will matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cuz thinks it's good. Good. In that case, I
Ah, balloons.
won't say anything else.
Rolo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Did that lag on your end too? Because that lagged on our end.
The audio went, but the visuals didn't.
I know.
About
Flight.
balloons. Yeah, that's what we mean. That's what we've been seeing more often over here.
Except just not in a place where you could tell.
Yeah, they coincided with like you hit the button to jump, and like 2 seconds later you jump.
Which is how I got the watermelon, so it
Works
worked.
out. It works out.
There's a moth in here.
I think that moth's been in here for like 2 days.
Living a good life.
Somehow.
He's on the screen.
Oh my god, he is.
Sorry, little moth. That's a TV. I don't know what you think it is.
I mean, we do have to kill it, but me killing it right now would mean bumping into the
Luca
mic.
threw himself at Rolo,
And being very
hugging him
loud.
as tightly as he could.
You think if I go grab my super strong flashlight, it'll go to that instead?
Probably.
I'm gonna try something. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm gonna protect my drinks while you do this. You saw me with this ending, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so I don't have to worry
I
about
know
you
what
seeing it.
happens, yeah.
Okay. Also, Kess, the whole house smells slightly of mothballs, so I'm surprised the moth is even in here. In all honesty, I forgot how weird the balloons look
Oh my god.
when I'm running. So weird. It's working, I think.
Yeah, it is. I'm luring it.
Yeah, you're luring it somewhere you can, kill it.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I don't get a choice. I open the letter.
Some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done. I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran. Luca folded the paper into his pocket and had it up the
I feel like a lot of the endings just seemingly come out of nowhere.
They do. Nice and fun and cheerful. She does, yeah, I love the narrator, who is also the writer of the book, according to the game.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary. Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse. It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
It's dead, yay.
I know.
No, I just killed them all.
Oh, good. I thought you meant them, because yeah, we're dead. And that was
Cold
an
tore
achievement.
through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason.
They're not separated, they're dead.
So, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary. In a town brought
You know, you made
low
it pretty far,
with
technically.
secrets.
75
I know.
Our
pages.
friends, alone, together, for the rest of time.
I will say 75 is about where you get until you get the good ending.
And then it's longer.
And it's longer.
The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
It also sort of starts getting confusing the more, like, you reached an ending. Alright, go back and...
Like, what do I know? What do I don't know?
Yeah, like...
So, I'm gonna go this way. So, hold on. This timeline, we told her we were gonna do one of these three things. We get up here, and Rollo has to go do chores instead of coming with us. We find this guy, and we struggle free, hit him with a tile, break his mask, make a new friend, get to her house, and last time I did Rumble, so it started raining, so her parents were like, oh, hey, stay here. It's raining. You shouldn't go home. But this time I'll do break.
think it's funny because we both thought break means like the clouds are gonna break open and it's gonna start raining.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Revealing patches of
But instead, this is the kind of break they meant.
Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Oh, Kess, all the endings are like that. All of them are macabre. How do you say that? Macabre?
I say macabre.
Macabre. Yeah, we thought break is in like it breaks and it starts raining.
I know, like the cloud cover is breaking.
Lucas stopped himself mid-sentence.
So the story about the cat is her parents both moved here to take jobs, one with the rich family in town and one with the company. And she has been doing this, like the moms have been doing this the whole time. So she does
Lucas saw
not
Beck
like
skulking by the gate.
moving anymore. And doesn't want to make new friends because they'll move again. Yeah.
Right?
I know. Like, that's why I wanted to play it.
It's like interesting, like
Beck grabbed
what are
the
you
iron
hiding
bars and
here?
shook the gate.
I know. Oh shit, the gate's opened. Yeah.
Beck's voice was
And then
an
it very
excited
much feels
whisper.
like there's 3 different factions going on in the game.
I know. It's very rare that someone uses the word rube anymore, and I appreciate it when someone does.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you gotta use older, more appropriate terms.
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners. A chill ran down Lucas' spine, his vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand. Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Yeah, but not the hair in the back.
Right?
Which is why they probably hit her with the
The fence.
pillar.
Yeah.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
Oh sure, that's not suspicious as
I
fuck. You run
know.
into somebody wearing a
Chapter
fucking hazmat
5.
suit in the middle of the night.
What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
I know it's that sweater, but I'm not sure what I actually heard.
I'm like, I forget, do I actually have to run all the way? Sometimes they teleport you.
Hey, it's Frost.
Frost!
Hi, Frost.
Can I go
Congrats on the
this way?
13 months. Thank you
Nope,
so
okay.
much for. Wow, really?
Well, sometimes it blocks things off like that.
Ah,
Ah, God, clipboards.
they're so freaking annoying. Congrats on the 13 months. Thanks so much for your
The clipboard finished writing with a
continued
scratchy flourish and looked up.
support. I'm like, hang on. I got the word. I get the word.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
And they all have different names, right?
Yeah, like we got 2 names from them when introducing them, and Pete and
I thought it was
something
like
else.
Toby, but
No, it was Toby. You're right.
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped. The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility. Then broke into laughter as they walked away.
yeah, see, not suspicious at all, guys.
I know.
Violence.
Violence is always the answer. Except on that pathway where fight was the bad answer and we died. Okay.
Now, what were they doing talking to him so late at night?
Ooh, spooky.
No, Frost, something else is definitely afoot.
Actually, is it a cult? I mean, it kind of seems like a cult.
I don't know.
I love the goth cat. Sorry, a punk cat? Okay, there's nothing I
I
can
don't
do.
know.
Keep going, keep going. I got stuck on the bridge.
I'm surprised the Pigman isn't just napping out there.
I know, I love the
William
pig
Kerr
guy.
and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner. The mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
The History Museum, you mean that fucking circus tent?
We went into twice.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder. With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
Again, do not like this.
Technically, you could probably pass all this up. I just like seeing it. Like, if you're doing like a speedrun, you probably don't need to talk to everyone.
Yeah, but this at least gets all the like context you need.
Yeah.
And again, good luck remembering all the choices that you made to get to this actual point in time. In
I know.
order, in
I
order.
know. It's the order part, because I know I went a different order in my personal playthrough. So, like, you can get to different pathways earlier than other ones. So sometimes you learn things first that, learn other things after. Yeah.
soil is contaminated.
Yay. Well, that is not the secret, but good guess.
You know, I was actually guessing that and already. Like, it is people. It's people.
But where are the people in this game? We're all animals.
That's fair.
Oh god, I forgot this part. Hold on.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
I'm surprised he takes that as a compliment.
I know. This, I can't do anything. I just go watch this.
It's like a mini cutscene.
Yep. Oh, I forgot how sweet this is. It's good though. You know, and it took me until this scene to realize that was a car door. As the
You didn't
treehouse door.
realize?
I didn't know. Woo, lavish. Okay. Let's see if I can aim this bitch. Yes. I don't want to litter, so I'm gonna go pick that one up again.
I'd be littering. Plenty of junk in the junk pile.
God
Wait,
damn it.
do you not throw straight?
No. Why do you think I have such a hard time with this? There. Point blank.
Denied. Are you... I didn't see that you actually had picked up another...
Fucking walk right up to it and smack it.
You know, this is just another version of me and Kirby saying you can't miss if you, like, spam shot, but
I
this is a
know.
you can't miss if you,
Stand right there.
Lucas sucked in a long breath.
We smacked him. I think that's where we got the word break.
Ah.
I think. It's so hard to remember where you get words.
There's also a few that feel like you could totally grab them from, like, a later point in time.
I know. Like we got ponder from sitting in front of the fireplace.
But it feels like you could get it right there,
Low
too.
whistle.
Mm-hmm. And then there's that area next to the
Like on the bridge?
bridge, and I think that's chill.
Because
But
of the way
we
you
already
just
had
kinda
chill,
lean.
yeah.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
Real low.
Since he always thinks it's aliens.
hissed out the window.
Burn.
She makes a good point. Oh, this is that pathway. I forgot how we got here.
I don't remember how we got here.
Now I remember.
Chapter 6. Secret Lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
I remember now where you're going.
Now you remember.
Yeah, now I remember.
And I'll also point out, at the first split, we get a radio when Rolo goes with us, and we don't have the radio this time. I'm coming! Hold your horses!
Whoever they are, they're impatient.
Yeah, because you can also, when you inspect this door, you get hide. But if you hide in the bushes outside first, you get hide from there.
It's a nice hat.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rolo strutted across the room. Rolo flung open the cabinet with confidence. He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
Yeah, she's very indecisive tonight, I've noticed.
I know. Come here, Meg. She's fine. She ate.
I was looking to see how much she ate.
Hang on.
Hold on, here. You get a cookie? Oh god, she almost fell off my lap. She is so excited. Her little heart is racing. Yeah, you get a cookie.
So,
You get a pumpkin.
oh gosh. She'll get that other one
Hold on.
when she's
These
eating
are
it.
these are bigger Frost, so she actually has to chew them. So the thing is, I started the stream last week. It was only a week ago,
It was
right?
Saturday.
And I liked it so much that I finished it on my personal profile Sunday.
Meaning she replayed the parts that were on
Everything.
stream and then played through the rest. So
I did it in a different order though, to see if I could. So I have finished this game. I know how to get to the endings, somewhat. My memory is spotty. I don't have a good memory. So what I'm going to do here is I'm gonna just go. I know the pathway that takes me to the ending, and I'm probably going to try and avoid that till the end, just because I don't want to come back after the credits. It's a really good game though, I like it. But I finished it in like 5.5 hours. Yes, come here now, Mike. Come here.
Here, second treat. Ready? You ready?
It's a bat.
There you go.
She's fun.
I feel betrayed as well, Frost. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was good. I wanted to see how it ended.
We could have recorded it and then just actually no, that doesn't do it
That's boring.
justice.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Besides, whenever I play it,
Posture check.
when I play it personally, I don't pause as much. I'm trying to let people be able to read, especially whenever like the narrator is reading out loud, because that helps people put words with how you say it.
Well, except that you and I are both guilty of like we read super fast, so
Well, that's why I pause. So playing it myself, I probably could have gone slower. But like I read fast, so
I think you also
A
could have
look
like
of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
What's it called? You probably blasted through the first half because, like, we've already seen this. Just go.
Yeah. Oh, the sink's still on. How
like,
long
the
ago
fir-
did I leave that on?
You left that on like the second day. The
And
fridge is still open.
No, the morning I woke up and she's like, "You're not raising a barn. We don't have,
Like, we're not made of money.
we're not made of money. You should close the damn fridge." I opened it after that, and it stayed open. And I left the sink on, too.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Yeah.
Before he could finish, Lucas scrambled up Rollo's back.
You have a great friend.
It is. No, these three are kids.
Yeah.
I don't know how old they are, though, like, specifically.
Well, 12.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer
Okay.
in.
I commented last
The
time,
glass
remember?
doors
Like,
opened,
they're going to
and
middle
Alpha
school and they're
torsos
12.
displayed
Like,
gleaming in front of them. Their eyes
shouldn't you
searched
be,
for anything
like,
amiss.
almost going to high school and not almost going to middle school?
But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Little tiny towns kind of go away with naming senses. One of my friends graduated with 8 other people, and kindergarten through graduation was one building. Because each grade only needs one classroom.
Do you mean, like, through middle school?
No,
Through high school?
through graduation, like high school graduation.
Oh, like,
Is all
I was
one
gonna say,
building.
Kelsey, I need you to understand, graduation doesn't mean shit to me. I graduated, quote unquote,
Yeah.
from preschool, 5th grade, middle school, high school, and college
As Beth pulled
twice.
on one of the teacups,
True.
So,
extended forward with a hoe.
I'm like, I need a hand. Hang on.
Sorry, kindergarten, elementary school,
Uh-huh.
middle school, high school was all in one building.
Okay.
I
That
think
makes-
he said the biggest room was the gym and the lunchroom.
Well, I fucking hope the gym. Wait, you mean they had a separate gym and a lunchroom? All of mine were always the gym is your lunchroom. Good job, guys. I'm serious.
Well, the gym was really a field outside. So, yeah.
They're particularly dumb kids.
They are.
12 is 7th grade. Yeah, but they're heading into middle school, Cass, which would imply 6th grade.
Look, we found an evil basement.
Maybe they got held back. I mean, look at how they're doing some of this shit. So maybe they got held back. Fuck, the smartest one might be the black cat, Beck.
Fire. I got fire.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam. He smacked his lips.
Since we didn't have a lunchroom in my school, but at the same time our school started at 7 and ended at 1:30. How'd y'all get away with like
Translating.
a half
Rollo
day?
plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper. Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca. and
Hey,
licked
we
his
were
fingers
right
clean.
the other day.
About secret messages in
Yeah,
the
like
jam.
like
Yeah.
why are they specifically labeled for these two people? Like it's a secret message.
Yep.
Am I gonna assume that the bombshell is supposed to be the bigger of the two,
I assume.
or more destructive of the two?
Okay, I can't. I'm supposed to be able to inspect the desk. I guess I have to do that last. I was just curious.
Can you punch the punching bag? The speed bag?
I can probably smack it, yeah, and get smack if you haven't done it.
Interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
I'm pretty sure smack is only used in one of the mini games. That's why I say that. It's not pertinent to the storyline.
Honestly, like, half the charms you get are not relevant to the storyline at all.
Yeah, a total of 12 are used in the mini games. I'll say that out
Between
loud.
the fishing one and
the cooking one, yeah. Cooking.
Ross said, I think the 3 last years of high school equivalent, we had an hour pause and then had classes till 3 o'clock a couple days a week. Does the 1 hour pause not count for, like, lunch? You know, I think I would have killed for, like, actual recess time during high school.
Me too.
Though I wouldn't have used it playing, I would have gone to, like, the library and read or studied or something.
Nah, in our town, if you had a long lunch break, you went to McDonald's.
Because it was that far away from the high school, or because...
The closest thing to the high school... the closest thing to the high school was a Subway. And then if you went a little bit further, you found a Sonic.
Jostled each cabinet drawer in turn.
Oh my gosh, siesta
Only one was
hour?
unlocked.
No. Frost said, yeah, for lunch, but they didn't serve us anything, the bastards. Wow, that's worse.
I mean, there was a, pizza... Domino's. But you couldn't eat
For
in.
a long moment,
It was
he
delivery
just
only.
stared at it. Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb. Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages.
I feel like I actually got a lot of
He whistled
breaks.
to
Ours were
himself,
very, like,
barely
you have
looking at
5
the
minutes, go.
I know, in between classes.
I hope you made it to the locker and the bathroom and can make it across campus.
Well, not only that, but, a 30-minute break sounds kind of more like a study period. Like, where you have to stay on campus, but you're supposed to study, but, like, my school never had study periods.
What the fuck, Rollo?
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Thank you, Nutmeg.
She's very happy.
That's totally not annoying at all. Okay, well,
Rollo looked up with heightened
Also,
surprise.
Joseph is what's his name? Something? Numcreed. The drugstore owner. The creepy old dog.
Creed.
Yeah.
Creed. Yeah, Cass said, we had a small lunchroom with seating for about 15 people, with the exception of a few things
Oh.
they served. We mostly
There you go.
made use of the store across the street for lunch. That sounds like
Rollo's finger
me in
traced
high
across the
school and a
page.
couple friends, like, raiding a nearby apartment's, like, convenience store for, like, you know, we wanted something else and we got ice cream from here. And it was great. Usually. Anyway. And Frost said, but yeah, you either had to bring food from home or purchase from the cafeteria.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
So you could eat and not pass out during the rest of the day, and that did happen a couple times. I know, I was there. It was me who passed out.
Dude.
Like, of course I know him. He's me.
Talking about people dying and we're laughing over here
I
about
know,
school
right?
lunches.
or lack thereof. There was also me
Luca,
during
staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
High school when I
Rollo
started
rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
carrying like candy and random stuff. Like I had sweet tarts all of freshman year,
Ooh, sweet tarts.
Luca
So, like-
frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
So like I'd be sitting in like biology class and be eating that. Hey, it's Symbol.
I figured
What's up,
that's what it
Symbol?
was. Symbol. Like, forgetting a password, because I do that all the time.
I think Google's also been on the rounds for like, hey, if you're not using this,
We're gonna get rid of
we're
it.
gonna get rid of
Yeah.
it. And I think they like did
Luca slammed the
what's
door
it
shut.
called? Like a 2-year thing? I'm not sure. How's it going, Tall? And congrats, Symbol.
Hold on. I carried, I think caramels. The hard kind, not the chewy kind.
Or are you
To
talking
stay
about,
awake
like,
in
the-
class.
Are you talking about like the Werther's original?
Yeah. See, now I can inspect the desk, and it's even telling me to.
They crowded around
Thank
a
you,
worn
Nutmeg.
down old map of Beacon Pines.
He's not wrong.
That's fucking cool. God damn it. Okay, I do need a straighten for that. Excuse me, Nutmeg.
At least I'm not too bad.
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger. He jabbed down at the end point.
Tall, I feel like we have the good news for like every single game launching its Halloween event, except for the one game that we're like really waiting on news for.
Routwood?
Exactly. Exactly. Nutmeg gets a treat.
You get a cookie? Come here. No, you gotta come to me.
Ah.
I'm in the chair now. Yeah, there we go. Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
So, Frost, are you generally hypoglycemic or? I know, right? I know.
Huh.
Tall.
So low blood sugar, high blood sugar.
Frost said low.
Low. Okay.
Your grand's a terrorist.
Luca looked up from the map.
Turning over here.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
The footfalls are pretty hard to hear.
It stopped.
Yeah, I think I
Without
barely hear
realizing, They'd
creaking.
been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other.
I was trying to be
muffled male
quiet so we
voice
could hear it,
broke
but
the
I could
silence.
barely hear it.
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs. The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump. Thump. Thump.
That's exactly what somebody who's about to hurt someone would fucking yell down the stairs.
Yeah.
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life. Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look.
I do love that
whispered
because the
through
lights are out,
clenched teeth.
everyone is just a silhouette.
I know, I love it. And how do you know he's giving him an intense, chastising look in the dark?
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure. his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground. From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Yeah, Cass, there was a flaming chicken coop incident, like,
Lucas scrambled to the
earlier
hunched
in their
figure on the
friendship,
ground.
and,
Before the game started.
they kind of set a chicken coop on fire. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
Frost, don't forget to eat.
Frost, I'm
That's
like,
a
I
bad
wish I
thing.
could forget to eat sometimes.
Namek, why are you licking me?
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
I still don't like blood, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
Chapter 7. The
Here,
interrogation of
I like biology
Tolliver.
class for like the dissection stuff, but because there was no blood, it's like I
Still
like seeing the shit
unconscious,
in there.
Mr.
Now, if you
Tolliver
told me
slumped
like
heavily in a shoddy
anytime
old
that I go to
chair.
the
Butcher a
doctor's,
chicken.
yeah, butcher a chicken and go work for like
His hands
in
were
a
bound
butcher
with
shop,
rope, his feet tied with some loose string.
or
The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their
what's the
plan.
word I'm looking for? Whenever you go get blood drawn, like I'm not looking.
One thing was certain. They couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation,
If it's not
it was
real,
decided.
I'm fine. Like, depends on how, like, fake it is in movies. But, like, if it's a picture... no, I can't say that either. If it's a little bit, I'm fine. Like, if I cut myself, oh well. Oh, God. Okay, anytime they take blood, I can't watch them stab me. But, like, it's cool to watch the thing fill up, I will admit. But if I was watching that much blood come out of me, I'd probably pass out. Like, not into the little tube. Okay, what choices do I have? What do you guys think? Good cop, chill cop, or good cop, hard cop? I'm gonna go hard cop.
They'd run the classic good cop.
So is that supposed to
hard
mean bad cop?
I think so,
interrogation.
but I don't think bad's a word we get as a charm.
Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
I'll take that as a suggestion for art.
Rollo
On
swaggered
the
past the
Discord
chair
for
which
sure.
propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive,
We'd
he
have to
began
think
with a
about what to,
long,
like, name it.
blustery drawl.
Besides just art. You know,
Take it from the Power Thirst video and art.
art. Art question mark?
Oh my
Mr.
god,
Tolliver
no.
remained motionless.
I don't know.
That's an inside joke.
Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with
Toll,
his
did you
booming voice.
do what we told you to do and briefly open up Don't Starve?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance.
I hope it is, because these guys are what, 12 or 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rollo slammed his fist on the table. He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint. The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up. Mr. Tolliver could only make out
Yeah, I
rough
don't think
shapes
it's the
through glaring
mustache.
light.
But his cheeks have some definition to them instead of just being smooth.
Yeah.
You see the fuzz? Like,
Yeah.
it breaks it up. That's why I don't... Yeah.
With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
Games don't want you to think there are, Frost. That's the point. Games think anyone under 15 is completely pure and innocent. As soon as they hit 15, they get murdered by people in the woods for being horny.
No, I'll bite. I'm pretty sure those two that are working at the cafe definitely are, but these three probably aren't.
Unless it's anime. Yeah, that's true, Cass.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe. Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
I was gonna say, I'll bet you I can find one that is, and then thought about the one that I was gonna pull examples from, and went, yeah, no.
No, there's someone horny in that, yeah.
No.
Symbol, this is a weird ass. Your choices matter. Point and click.
He
Well,
was nearly in tears.
I wouldn't say your choices matter. Your choices influence the way the game goes, but you can always turn back, so they don't matter, but they do matter.
Yeah. So the premise of this is that the narrator is the author, but doesn't know how the story ends. So you'll follow along and you'll have turning points where you choose a charm that is a word that will change that branch of the timeline tree, I guess is the only way to put it. And if you get to a bad ending, you can just go back to one of those branches and make a different choice. And that's how you find all the endings, including the good one, and figure everything out. This is the only part that's like copy mystery part. Like, this is the
Yeah.
only section that's like cop.
Mr. Tulliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever. He shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy. His voice faded to a whisper. With that, Mr. Tulliver passed out cold. Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Yeah, he passed out. Here, hold on, Frost. Murder! There you go. I will say, I can't say anything about murder in this game. That's a secret.
I thought there wasn't any murder. Technically, there's no murder.
Not in this game.
There's no murder.
Technically. Wait, what do you call the body in the dumpster?
An unfortunate experiment.
Uh-huh.
Well, was the body murdered? Actually, we kind of can't say, can we?
I think we find out later. See, it teleported us to the library. I didn't have a choice. Okay, you said the same thing. Oh, I did not know I could go in between the chairs.
It's time to interrogate him, that's why.
Aw, adorable.
I don't know if they got turned into fertilizer, though.
Frost, I can't say anything. I can't say anything. They're not. I will say their secret to the fertilizer is not people.
I know, Frost! I know! God damn it, Toll. Yeah, I don't like that he has hands and fingers. I know, Meg. Symbol, it's unfortunate that if it did get ported to Netflix, well, we're not entertaining Netflix at all. Because,
Yo ho ho.
yeah, fuck them, that's why. Why does that bother you so much? I know, right? I don't like it. Here you go. She wants you now.
Everyone hates Kodo's hands.
Again, let's talk about it. The deer has hands. The cat and whoever the fuck
Wait till
Rollo
we get back
is
to the squirrel girl.
has. Oh God, yes.
She
You need
disturbs
to
me.
talk to her again.
I will. She comes up several times.
Chapter
It's like unnerving though. Like
6 feet
Kodo
under,
should
3
not
towns
have
over.
hands.
I know. I know.
Like,
The
it
kids spent the rest of the
feels
afternoon
wrong.
combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
See, we're on page 71 right now.
I know.
So,
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
Murder. Symbol. At this point in the story, we don't know. But the grandma is sending secret messages to 2 other people in town,
Rollo
including the
muttered
squirrel
under his
guy we
breath.
just interrogated, with hidden messages and jam.
if anyone deserves to become fertilizer, it's the penguin for the egregious sin of not having flippers. Also, that sounded like a very tall thing to lob back at someone's face. You're a county record.
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
Cass, you're gonna make me start doing shots over here. Maybe they heard someone approaching and they had to quickly jam it in there.
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Ooh, mystery.
It's an imposter.
The question hung in the air.
Symbol, it at least sounds like you probably live in a place that gets cold. Look at his hands!
Hands.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
There is still sun coming in from those windows. I don't believe it is 10 o'clock at night. Unless it's a street light, but we didn't see that the town was all that bright at night.
Yeah.
What are you making,
Hold
Frost?
on. My secret to hot chocolate is adding cayenne pepper.
Luca's heart was pounding as
It
he
tastes good,
approached
just
the
a little
house.
bit.
I was gonna say, my secret to hot chocolate is adding Irish cream.
If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet.
Well, and we're baking next Monday because you've got a new coworker.
Yep.
And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement.
Oh yeah, we forgot about him.
I don't know, Symbol.
Dealing
hope
with
so.
him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Well, even like using one feather as like fingers would be better than a hand.
Yeah.
Tempering his breath and to listen closely.
Again, the
She was
penguin
asleep.
with hands
His
and
only hope was that
the
she
squirrel
hadn't found
girl
Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
are the only
Too
two
much
things that are
makeup.
like, yeah.
Okay. Let's go
It's not
find
Mr.
the-
Tolliver at all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that on.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Your quote-unquote grandma knows.
Or maybe Gran knew everything. Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
No, I'm pretty sure
Luca
we've seen
rushed
them
over
both
to the
at the
pile
same
of jam
time.
jars, unscrewed
So,
one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
We have.
no question mark?
He flipped the lid to read the label.
That's right, sleep your problems away, Luca.
Yeah. I forgot I have to hit to get that away. Gotta leave the sink in the fridge like that.
Look, Gran is gone. You're about to die.
We haven't actually seen ourselves die in
As
any
Luca
of the
climbed
endings.
the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him.
It's just kind of
With each
implied.
consecutive step, his
Oh,
legs
except for
weakened.
freezing. The freezing ending. You're a
Yeah,
statue
you're
for all
dead.
time. That, yeah, you're definitely
You
dead.
dead.
His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Shouldn't have eaten the jam.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
Very accurate. Very accurate.
Well, you're asleep now. Carbon monoxide poisoning from the fireplace.
Frost, I'm not gonna lie, that
Hang on.
sounds great.
Brigadeiro, a simple type of chocolate sweetened condensed milk and sprinkles. And a similar confectionery made with coconut and cloves and condensed milk. Damn, now I want some. Well, at least Gran put you face down in the bed.
Yeah, face down.
I think
One
you're
to-
alive.
9. A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
She wants to fuck Mr. Nuncreed. I don't
Shaking
know.
the
No,
questions
she's
from
freaked
his
out because
woozy
he
head,
wants to fuck
Luca
her.
snapped back to the matter at hand.
It could be mutual. You never know.
No, she's expressed
I know.
that she's creeped out by it
I
in the
know.
game already. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to give away anything.
Well, Gran did put Luca face down, which is better than face up, right? Do I have that one right?
Yeah, you're supposed to put like on their side.
Yeah. Mr.
Ooh,
Nuncreed was gonna
sigh.
be the next fertilizer batch.
Yeah, that fit.
Alright, I'll start drinking to forget. It was a roofie for Mr. Nuncreed. You just roofied your own grandchild.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Who's the bear kid on the river? Have we ever seen him?
We have never seen that bear
Okay.
kid. Or I don't
I
recall
just
that bear
noticed
kid.
him. That's not a major plot point. I just noticed him.
Hold on, everyone else here has been seen
Yeah.
before. Grant is into hard drugs. The first one, Kaz.
Like I can't get a mouse pointer on here. But
I
if you
know.
look on the bottom right, sitting like on the slope to the river,
Nearby the bunny children.
there's like a bear child. And we've never seen a bear.
Maybe they wandered in, like, from a couple towns over.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Yogi's already one of the fertilizer batches.
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Again, I don't
He
like...
gave Gus a hearty slap
I
on
don't
the
like
back
him.
and
I don't
motioned him
either.
off the stage.
Maybe it's the bow tie.
No, I just don't like him.
It's a hyena. Okay. See? It is a hyena.
I thought
or
it
he
was.
is a hyena. The hands make sense, or at least
On some of
look
them.
look fine on some of them. It's
Mr.
the
Kerr pulled a
penguin.
big stack of note cards
It
out
just
from
doesn't
his
look
vest.
right. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Like, oh, you made them a little oversized and they have like furry, thick fingers or whatever. Like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they look like paws. But
He's a creep. Like, throughout this whole thing, he's just a creep.
this hyena does cocaine.
The hyena is a creep. He does something. That's all I'll
cocaine.
say there.
It's cocaine. Penguin has chubby baby hands. The hyena looks like a predator.
The hyena is a creep.
Right, Obama. The amount of times this dude talks about like change and shit is
Mr.
the
Kerr
only
took a
thing that makes me
moment to
think
survey the
like Obama.
The good thing is, this is the only time we have to listen to speech in all the endings.
Oh, thank fuck.
He wiped away a single tear.
I mean, it happened several times, but I think this is the only time we have to actually watch it.
Maybe because the outcome is different. Like,
No, because we come up at different points and do
Okay.
things at different points. That is she a lizard? Crocodile?
I see some sort of
He
lizard
thumped the
slash
podium to
crocodile.
emphasize each word.
Yeah,
See, like-
next to the bunny family.
Like, I believe that to be more of a lizard rather than whatever the ice cream corn dog
Griffin?
person is. You think it's a griffin?
No, his name is Griffin.
Oh, he could be a griffin.
He looks like a dragon.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
We're never told what anyone actually is. You know, the game's not racist. But you can kind of guess.
Well, what exactly is Rolo?
I thought he was like a tiger because of his tail.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
You think he's a kind of fox?
He could be, but like Gorilla, we haven't been able to place. And Beck's moms, like I think they're like
His voice began to build to a
Yeah,
crescendo.
like I want to say a relative to a ferret, but I don't. There's a word, and I don't know what it is.
The game is not racist. Everyone is equally a freak except for the penguin. No wonder he's exiled to the library.
I mean, I like him. He's cute with those hands.
The crowd began to look around nervously. Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
I know, they're just standing there.
Fuck, the one reading the book, the one by the bunny
She
family.
never moves,
Yeah,
even
that's
when she's
just-
talking.
That's just what she looks like the
The whole
entire
time.
time. Yeah.
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
There you go.
Another frozen ending.
At that moment,
Frost, this is what
a
happens when you
merciless
show up.
wall of
Everything freezes
impossibly
over.
cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end.
No, there's a bird.
On
I
the
think she's a
stage,
hawk though.
With an entire town
There's another
frozen
bird?
in rapt
Yeah, but
attention
we never get a
for the
close
rest
up
of
on
time.
her.
The end.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again!
No, I don't mean that.
That's part of this mystery. Like, the ice is
We
part
got
of
a
it,
little
so I
closer
can't
this
say
time.
anything.
We just need to try again. Please.
Okay, let's go back to the cop.
Because now you have one more cop.
Yeah, I'm gonna do chill cop this time, though.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
Here, I'm gonna go grab some water.
Okay.
But
You've seen
I
this,
saw
right?
this one,
Okay.
yeah. This is the one where I actually had time to look and see
Luca
what the fuck
walked
was going
calmly to the
on.
light switch, flicking it off and on a few times.
It's like, narrator, you're
Yeah.
writing this story.
Mr.
Like,
Tolliver shook his head,
this is
gathering
you.
his wits.
I know. But no, there is another bird. She just doesn't get a drawn picture like this. When
He
we
looked
talk
over
to
find
her,
Luca, who returned a calming grin.
it's just like that little bubble above the head that you've been seeing. So I don't know what her hands actually look like. She doesn't get a close up. Yeah, the other bird is just someone we can talk to.
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave. Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Here, I will also tell everyone right now, I am going to try and finish this. So I've got an energy drink right here. It's the candy apple flavor. Very nice.
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment. Luca gestured to the corner. Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings. Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
Also, just so everyone knows, you don't trust adults in this game.
What I miss?
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
Mr. Tolliver must be Italian. He can't talk with his hands tied.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
They're not supposed to be in the basement. It's a secret hideout that they think is a secret villain hideout that they're terrorists gonna blow up the town. The adult started coming down the stairs, they knocked him out and tied him up.
He punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs. Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It
Oh
was too
no,
late.
he's gone.
Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
I love that that's
Don't
been one of
trust
the complaints.
adults.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
See, this type of bubble is what the other bird girl gets. So we don't see anything, just those bubbles to talk to her.
I swear I don't remember who you're talking about.
The one that is at the cafe all the time studying. Like, don't you know it's summer?
Oh.
Why are you studying?
That is a bird.
She is a bird. She's a cool looking bird too, but I can't see her hands.
Maybe she doesn't have hands. Like
They
birds
looked
shouldn't.
bewildered at each other.
I know.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic.
The comic book they read.
For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right.
It's still the same. It's still the same secret, creepy
Only
basement.
a hollow croak escaped. The end.
That's why I
Wait,
chose
seriously?
chill.
We
Yeah.
certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing
See,
board.
you're not dead.
But it's not a good ending.
No.
Okay, now I'll do Sly. I like the Sly route. But it's longer, so I'm like, you know what? Let's just get chill out of the way. Get that check mark.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop.
And obviously,
interrogation.
whenever you pick a choice, it gets a check mark when you've seen everything that comes from that choice, and a question mark while you're going through it, if you
Nika
go
and
look at the
Willow
tree.
ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task. With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
Yes.
I mean, we are very close to Halloween, so like slutty cop
I mean,
could definitely.
no, there's
yeah.
bad doesn't exist as a word. Hard, I think, was supposed to be bad cop. And then we made him pass out, and then we got drugged.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints. Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Grand. This was gonna be easy.
Good cop, slutty cop, in a weird sex dungeon? Count me in.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints. Beck quickly removed the ropes.
No, it'll go up. I think our YouTube channel is marked adult. I think.
Look, anytime that it asks us, like, are these appropriate for kids? Fuck no.
I don't care that it's cute and cartoony. No. It's like Happy Treehouse.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed
Happy
the growing
friend,
knot on
Happy
his
Treehouse
forehead.
friends.
Happy Tree Friends.
Thank you.
Which you don't want to watch with me.
I don't.
It'll be fun.
Nope.
I'll show you the first one I ever saw.
Beck
Nope.
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought. Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yeah. Right, Tall?
Nope.
Great show.
Nope.
Great show if you want to be like a middle school version
Mr.
of
Tolliver
you,
let out
sitting in
a
a
tough
in a
and
Carl's
agreement.
Jr. / Hardee's, being introduced to this shit on TV.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
And for the record, the first one I ever saw was called Eye Candy. Like your eyeball eye candy. Tall, I watched it as a young man and I turned out fine, and fine is in quotations.
I'll also say when this goes on YouTube, the chat doesn't show up.
Yeah.
So we have to read it out loud for it to show up on YouTube.
Well, I mean, we don't like crowding the screen / whenever the bots do come by and do their stupid body BS. It's like, yeah, don't care.
Well, we can ignore things if it's like a dick.
Yeah, exactly. Chris said the penguin by itself would make the stream for mature audiences due to psychological horror. Yeah, you're right, Cuss. I do tend to try and read everything out loud. Again, try. I know that I don't. It's not 100%.
Well, if we
but I
respond
try.
to something and it's like out of the blue and ends up on YouTube, it's like,
It's
what
like-
the fuck are they on?
I know, right?
You know?
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a
He
peppy
glues them on his face. Yeah, that's a
With a shrug,
very good question.
he
How does his
continued up
glasses
the
stay on his
stairs,
face when
whistling a
they're
jaunty tune.
very obviously human glasses?
I know.
But he's got animal ears?
It's fine. We can ignore it.
They're super glued.
Yeah, to his mustache.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
What, Kaz?
She turned
Guess
to the
did,
table and
Butters
began
type that
tearing
out?
small scraps of paper.
Those little spectacles that just pinch your nose.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Beck marked each
I will
scrap
not
of
read
paper
that out
and
symbol.
leaned back.
Ponsnay is how it's pronounced. Like how the Monopoly man wears or Mr. Peanut. I swear I do buffer whenever I read things, or you'll hear me like pause like that, or like This is the part where Rolo shows off that he's actually really smart or really fucking dumb.
Yep.
Luca and Beck looked at Rolo with amazement.
See? It is
Smart
a
or
sex
dumb,
dungeon. It is a sex dungeon after all. The nude drugstore.
Yeah.
Symbol, let's say happy birthday to your cousins, dogs, cats, brothers. Birthday? Or happy birthday to your cousins, dogs, cats, brother. There we go.
Okay, so we're going to the drugstore. I got a little train of people following me now. Hey you, what are you doing out here? Let me talk to you.
Oh my god, you scared me half. Had a stroke. To death.
No. Oh, that's not very nice.
Are you foreshadowing there? No.
Gus looked around nervously.
Hard pass.
Nepotism.
The mayor looks like an alcoholic. Or a deadbeat dad. I'm not sure which one.
It's implied that the dad sowed lots of oats. So, all three of his kids look different.
I don't even know that Airedale was a breed.
I kind of thought she looked like a greyhound. But
I think
with-
she's too fuzzy.
Yeah, the hair's
Or too
long,
hairy, yeah.
No, sowed oats. It's a euphemism for having sex with lots of women and
The man
having lots of
fucked,
kids.
no.
Yeah. Sowed wild oats is a euphemism.
Hold on, I can.
You gotta type it.
I'll type it out.
Yeah, go ahead and type it out.
Here. That's what you meant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
Eris's cry hung in the air.
See? Change.
And her name is Eris, by the way.
That threw me off so bad on meeting her.
I
Like,
know.
you're the heiress to the family stuff? No, your name is Eris. Okay.
She turns out to be pretty decent. I will say that, as a slight spoiler. Okay, no one's here. The door's closed, so that's locked. I won't be able to go this way because it's part of the store and the store's closed.
See, look, she does not move or do anything.
Well, her legs move in like an idle animation, but that's it.
Okay, that's fair. But whatever she is doesn't have a sprite or
Yeah,
or
she doesn't have
whatever,
an overworld sprite, I guess, when we talk to her.
No.
There's several people like that.
or portrait or whatever the heck you want to call these.
2D portrait is
Yeah.
what I'd call it. Okay, and this is the third kid.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore,
Who looks the most like the dad.
holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Ew.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Especially since it's black licorice.
I don't like black licorice.
Candy never lets you down.
Bye. He didn't even say bye. He's so rude.
Is it you trying to open
Yeah.
the door?
It's not a very loud noise, but it's a noise.
I'm not sure I actually like licorice either.
I mean, I would eat it when I got it for Halloween, but it's not something I'd go out and buy, I will say. Also, surprising fact,
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
black licorice is bad for your heart. My grandfather is not allowed to eat black licorice even though he loves it because he has heart problems. His doctor has told him, hell no, don't you dare.
So said excessive amounts, yeah.
No,
but
no,
excessive
he
amounts
has
of
enough.
anything.
He has enough problems that a little amount will be bad for him.
Beck flung open
Which
the door
surprised
and they all
me.
squeezed in.
Because he's also been told he's not allowed to drink excessive amounts of water either, for his heart.
It
Luca
just feels like I'm
cracked his
doing a
knuckles
plastic
and
hose.
entered the letters
I
of
feel like
the
that's me with
keypad.
Twizzlers.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You're gonna die.
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell.
Because I'm sure that's what it is.
Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate.
He's had like 5 stents, 2 bypasses, and like 5 balloons.
Suddenly,
Like, he's
the
not a
chaotic
well
descent
man.
slowed to an effortless landing.
Honestly, he's the grandfather I thought would die first.
It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it
That's
was
fucking
solid
dark.
ground.
Me or them.
Yes.
Hey, I'm realistic. He's almost died like 7 times in my lifetime. Like, and he's had a good run. He's a good
The
person.
air was
It's
stagnant.
good.
Oh, I thought it was just like a chute that just opened up and they had to land like on a fucking mattress, not like some kind of elevator lifty thing.
Yes, he pulled the wrong lever.
Well, today I learned, Cass. Great for you, it's good for you, but it doesn't mesh well with blood pressure drugs.
Oh, I knew that.
Imagine killing yourself because you forgot that you're not supposed to eat something while you're on a certain
Who would
medication.
want to eat grapefruit though?
Older
I don't like
individuals?
grapefruit.
Question mark.
Give me an orange.
Don't know. Have you ever had a grapefruit though?
I have. I don't like them. Remember, I have relatives who go on health kicks all the time. And yeah, I've been given grapefruit. And grape nuts, is that what they're called? The hard, grainy stuff. I don't like that either. That's horrible.
I don't think I've ever had grapefruit, so I may have to try.
Oh, I also have never had starfruit. I would like to try that at some point. One of the stores nearby sells it.
Trust said
Oh, I'm
starfruit
supposed to
also
move. Look.
doesn't interact well with a lot of
Lag.
medication.
Okay.
Wow.
Look!
It's the broken one.
It's the one I smashed.
Does that count, Toll? You like ruby red grapefruit squirt? Do we have squirt in this region? I don't really pay attention to that. I don't think we do.
I don't know. We'll have to look next weekend.
I know they're about to like use one of the tubes to go somewhere,
Hold on,
but
hold on. Suspenseful music.
it's detective work. Said I think it's because the grapefruit messes with how the meds dissolve into your system, and it
That wouldn't
causes it to
surprise
break
me.
down too quickly.
Grapefruit is a very interesting fruit. That's all I'll say about it.
Willow's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Same with licorice, it's a digestive. See, look, is that blowing or sucking?
It's blowing, I think.
Frost said apparently starfruit enhances the effects of certain medications due to increased metabolic processes. I'll blow and or suck you. And look, he's the one that killed you in the first one.
Because that's how we got the word shit, was from him.
I would have said fuck.
Well,
Points to cuss, yeah. So really, it's the medicine that's not good for you. Technically very correct.
tell why.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
Oh, I read wait and not Walt.
Walter.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
That's the kind of thing a sidekick says.
Yeah.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Russ said, I don't remember the last time I had starfruit, but I remember it being quite tart and citrusy, but not overly sour. It had a firm texture as well.
Sharper Valentine was the dad of the dogs.
Guess I'd kind of like a yellow kiwi. I love those things. I don't know if I like kiwi.
I don't. I've had kiwi. I don't like it. That's my younger brother's favorite fruit.
He shook his head wistfully.
Well, I haven't eaten a kiwi in a really long time, so
You want to buy one this weekend?
maybe. I'd rather have a kiwi the bird.
That's true.
As a bird.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I don't think I've ever had a golden kiwi. It's
Yeah,
always been the green.
I'm only aware of green.
Luca began to laugh.
All right, Cass, I'll
The
bite.
color
How do you
drained from Nuncreed's face.
determine ripeness on a kiwi?
That's a good question. I don't know. Music intensifies.
Nuncreed
Yeah,
grabbed Luca
that
by
is
the
what we
shoulders.
call New
His
Zealanders,
eyes were
kiwis.
frantic.
Cass said it should just barely give to the touch rather than soft. Okay.
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
Look, there's that word again.
So she's been causing the icing.
No wrinkles, and if it's overripe, it will taste spoiled / fermented. And then you'll really come to the conclusion that you don't like kiwi. See, like, I would expect a better transport system than you hop in this tube that is sucking you off. And yes, I am saying it like that for a
But I
reason.
like it.
This isn't Futurama.
The cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments.
We have discovered that Namek loves papaya.
Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carry her gracefully along. She heard the tin.
Cass, if you're dead, how are you typing?
Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth.
69.
All of a
Nice.
sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snapped across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
I will say my personal playthrough, I'm glad the order I did it.
Because you got...
The order was more interesting. Not better, but to me personally more interesting.
the way you get the answers to all this shit.
The order you get the answers, yeah. Well, we as the reader, not them in the game. You're a low. That's gross.
I love that. I love that Beck and Luca are just having a normal ass conversation.
He's like, I'm gonna
and-
pee myself. I don't think any of us got any on us. Or does he mean puke? Rella, what the fuck?
Both.
Oh, I love persimmons.
Process today I learned that persimmon is not a peach. Actually, I didn't know what a persimmon was, but for whatever reason I thought it was a type of peach. No, completely different thing.
I love persimmons.
Thank you, Animal Crossing.
My grandparents' farm has a bunch of persimmon trees. If it was related to a peach, my sister would not have been able to eat them as a kid because she was allergic to peaches. I say was because she gained and lost a lot of allergies with her latest kid. Like, now she's allergic to guinea pigs.
Ross, is that pronounced kaki? That's a weird fruit. See? There he is with the aliens again. Looks like a tomato, feels like a tomato, but tastes like a handful of sugar.
Yeah,
So ketchup.
basically.
Oh wait, no.
I love how he's just done in the corner, like, what the fuck?
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Kakai?
Upon closing the distance, Luca
That one is
recognized
defrost.
what Nuncreed was after. Graham stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Frost, I will continue to fuck up the pronunciation, and I guarantee it. But the fact that you do have the syllable
So
Kaki?
E instead of I
kaki,
sound.
yeah, the fact that it has like the little thingy.
Mr.
On the eye.
Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes. Rollowing back held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Graham, his voice growing louder.
They're all gonna die.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened. They both now yelled, not to each other,
I've
but
heard-
at fate itself.
I've heard those frogs before,
They knew
Cass.
peace with
They're kind of cute.
long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement. They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The
Do
moment
it, throw it
balanced
in.
on a knife's edge. Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions.
I love how you went and looked it up, Frost. You had to look at the frost.
You need a video so you can hear
To
them
give him the stage.
basically. They're almost like a Pokemon, I think, if I'm thinking of the right frog.
Oh, I only have one
Oh.
option. That's
And in the
cry.
stillness,
You are
He began
already
to
dead.
weep.
I know.
It was all just too much.
Don't spoil it.
Falling to his knees.
Well, let's be honest. Half the endings are
Softly.
you died.
I
The
know.
tears
You might as well roll the
crystallized
Dark
as they
Souls
hit the
thing.
snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary. She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed. Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
You, the reader, were dead all along.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation.
Does she want something from over there?
She wants the
echoed
couch.
as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
Hold on, I'm moving stuff. I am not doing it fast enough for her.
Aww.
Oh god.
Look.
There.
Yay, you destroyed it. Congratulations.
Okay, now she's happy.
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Her couch now.
Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror.
At least we know why everything keeps freezing now.
There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers.
This is not the end, by the way. This is just one of the bad ends.
Well, that was dire.
See? 74, 75 again.
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now, we just need to
Oh
find a way
god,
to
we
deal
have this
with
one
a
classic piece
mystic
of
unfathomable
Brazilian
force of
literature
nature.
called the Posthumous Memoirs of what? Brás Cubas?
Okay. Also, I gotta say, I love the drawings on the left. Like, you can see them, and I love them. Okay. I gotta go this way then. Let's go flight.
Which is narrated by the recently deceased MC, and it's a really weird novel, and you're not sure why it reminded you. Why this reminded you of
Luca
it.
drew himself up and decided to take the only option.
Yeah, what do you
they
guys
had
think the
left.
clipboards are?
Flight.
Creepy.
Like, seriously.
Creepy.
They are
He
creepy.
squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it
AKA
through an
the
opening
plunger.
in dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Remember hating the book?
Okay, so in this branching pathway, Rolo went with us to the factory, got captured. We met Beck, but didn't go to her house. Instead, got into a fight with the guy who's next to me and his rhino friend. He got pushed in a pile of goo. Half of him turned into like a mutated horror. He came here to hide because the clipboards were after him. And now instead of fighting, we're fleeing. Iggy, yeah.
Yeah, the right side of his face on that one. No, Beck is not dead.
Beck is
the cat.
just at home, yeah.
I think.
I don't know exactly where she is, but she's not with us right now. We came here.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket.
Rolo
Because
might be dead.
When Rolo got captured, we had walkie-talkies in that option.
The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage.
And he said, hey, the hyena guy lied. I'm not at home. I'm somewhere underground. Something
After what felt
treehouse.
like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the?
But he was trying to warn us not to go to the treehouse.
That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice.
What kind of person writes a game like this? Father with so many
In
different
fact,
children.
It was
Everyone
ice.
freezes to death, and penguins with hands. Yeah, and the 11 identical twin red panda cultist
Signs.
people.
Yeah, we don't know.
They stood silently.
I'm enjoying
catching their
it.
breath.
But it is completely chaotic, and that's kind of how I like games
The
sometimes.
sky was
I
like
love how
sapphire.
that last timeline ending we went through, it's like, no time to explain, just run after the guy,
I
piece it
know.
together, and then this one spells it out a little bit more.
It does.
Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
Okay. Seem familiar? Lag.
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered in snow. Two faint seams were visible along the surface.
How would you even activate the thing from the side?
I don't know.
Frost said, yep, this is definitely purgatory.
Snowball fight. Woohoo!
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
Also, it's the beginning of summer,
Yeah.
and there's snow.
Yeah. All game, people have been mentioning how unseasonably cold it is. I will say that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's nuclear winter. It's Fallout 76. Either that or it's just a nuclear wasteland of weird mutated beasts with chubby baby hands.
The fencing glistened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
There's the walkie-talkie.
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying. Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation. With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
Frost will never forget or forgive the freaky penguin. Just for that, I'm gonna need like a Gary's Mod model of this
Luca
thing.
winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
Crap, what was his name?
I don't remember.
Kodo?
Kodo, yeah. Some of the depth perception in this is so weird.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice. The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Yeah, swim run.
Swimmer.
Frost imagines the minnows would also swim with chubby baby hands for fins.
No.
That sounds cursed.
Luke appeared upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry.
And chubby baby likes to run.
No, Toll. No.
Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion, and more than a little guilt. Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy. The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day. As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
No, not yet, Cuss.
No, they actually go to sleep and they wake up fine. I will say that.
Or do they? No. You can't swim run without chubby baby limbs.
The gunk he's talking about did that shit to his face.
And Tooth, and you
Tooth
can't
is
see
part of
it.
face. Well, it's yeah,
It's
it got
under,
somewhere
yeah.
else, but I guess they're ignoring that.
Well, one of his arms
Yeah.
is a little fucked.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Iggy's a bully, by the way, if that's not made clear.
Iggy shrugged. Iggy now wept openly. He wiped his nose with a
Tish
sleeve.
the Rhino.
Luca gave a warm chuckle. Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes. Iggy arched into a wide yawn. Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Look, they're dying.
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
Yeah,
The
Toll.
house smelled of warm bread.
Again,
Weird
these
ass dream.
kids aren't
Luca was
the
playing with
brightest.
blocks on the living
They're
room.
not.
He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while humming a song. A voice behind Luca spoke. This is how you remember them, huh? Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams.
Frost was about to
still
say
clad
Iggy is
in
definitely a
yellow
bottom.
hazmat suit, still carrying a look of
I
disdain
mean-
behind empty eyes. Aww, look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know it wasn't really like this. The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive. The day he chose to abandon us. Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively.
He has some weird ass dreams.
Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes.
He does have daddy issues, Ross.
The doppelganger limped into the room. No,
Luca has a ton of fucking
no,
issues.
That's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you
Fuck.
remember what
Frost,
they
why
did
you gotta
next?
do that?
Okay, there we go. I'm up.
Luca gave a slow nod
Or at least not
and crept down the
diagonal.
hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared. His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on?
Remember, he's 6 at this point, like in the memory.
Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, Buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all.
Oh no, the scuffle was very much on screen.
It was in the last stream. And not through. He pushed him. Luca pushed Iggy. Iggy fell into the ooze puddle. And, like, got on half of him. Yeah.
Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing.
By the way, if you go back to where the puddle's supposed to be after this, anytime that you can actually make it there, it's gone. They cleaned it up.
It sounded like you were going somewhere.
Like, that scene is the only time you find the puddle there.
Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears.
Yeah, it's definitely a children's game.
Listen to me, Luca. I have some.
Yeah,
business
Cass,
to
we're
take
gonna
care of.
go until this is done.
I'll be back.
We'll see
in
how
time
much
to
sleep
tuck
we
you in.
get.
Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced over his shoulder.
Full disclosure, I can see 7 branches you still need to go to.
He put
I
on
know.
his hat.
I know.
strode out
This could be a
into the
long
evening sun.
stream. I'm doing it though.
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy
I'll
sea
also
fog.
say, spoiler, this person is never explained.
It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head.
Or are we tall?
From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively. Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger,
I never said we weren't doing that after.
Oh my god.
I've had an energy drink and a nap.
Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
No, there's no secret ending.
Yeah, Frost, we should be able to get all the
Luca
endings
looked up,
without
gradually
any
remembering his
trouble.
whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
Technically speaking, we are very near 2 endings right now.
I have no idea if you can even miss any of the endings. Except for maybe the very last choice. If you don't go back, you won't find them. Yeah, we don't know who the rat is. The mouse. Mouse is never explained.
When it came to complete strangers, Icky had trouble cobbling together an insult.
Very descriptive.
Yeah, we don't know who the mouse is. It could be us.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
No, it's Cuss.
Yeah, it's Kess. Obviously, this is
See?
Kess.
Well-
Kess, you're adorable.
Well, they said Nat.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
See, Tull agrees.
Being very fucking unhelpful.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off. Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented. Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes. Nat took a deep breath in. Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers. For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold, until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
I love that the clipboards in Kerr have not fucking appeared yet.
I know.
We'll take the tunnels. We could probably beat them there. Wait, what? Frosted, apparently Kato, the sinful abomination that is the penguin, is also a Kickstarter backer reward.
You have a Kato? You have a Kodo?
No.
We're backers?
Not for this one.
Oh, I thought we were. I thought we were in the credits.
No.
Oh, what am I thinking then?
There's literally a person who entered their name as Peter and just Peter.
I thought that was us.
No.
Oh.
Cass says that the cold is real and the warmth is a lie. The cold is very much real.
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and uttered, Luca began to laugh uncomfortably. He looked down at his feet. His eyes darted back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
This is also...
He sprinted off into the pale distance.
I'm not controlling this.
As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out.
Oh, I love Jeff.
Oh my god. Dawn, Nat, Kato, and Jeff are Kickstarter backer creations.
Dawn is? I love Dawn. And Jeff. Don's the bat and Jeff's the old, like, weaselly guy.
Yeah, at least those three have like
Chapter 6.
they've seemed to make a lot more sense,
The
but this one's just
source.
like, hey, I'm here. Let me
Nat
info
expressed
dump on
his
you real
sympathy with
quick,
a shrug and
so
sauntered
that you
off
understand
as
what the fuck is
unassumingly
going
as he'd
on.
arrived.
Yeah.
He'd given Luca and
And
Iggy what they
they're
needed,
gone.
and nothing more. As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest. But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know. Luca stopped dead in his tracks. The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb hands hit something hard, a headstone. A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
I'd argue it'd be far more creepier if they had
There
like,
was
oh
no
yeah, there's
reply,
totally a
just some
body
silence.
and a grave here. We need to excavate the remains and move them exactly where they were, or
Hold on.
you know.
So for us, I will say with all the endings, there's Nat is the only loose plot point. We have no idea who Nat is. We have no idea where they go at the end of this, how they showed up. That's the only plot point.
Yeah.
Everything else gets ironed out with all the endings.
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave. Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
But Nat is like a kid drifter
That
who
look-
knows about the source
That
and
definitely
knows
looked like
about
a
the
kid.
move.
He bent down to scoop up a snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Also, I'm calling bull. There's no way you wouldn't see like there's literally fresh footsteps here in the snow.
I know.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs. Iggy gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Eh. I think that is just a drifter and they return to their Among Us game. Or do you mean them? Actually, no, they do look like Among Us characters.
They kind of do, yeah.
Ah. Hey, they did put out a new map.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve. Iggy flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm not moving. Okay, now I have control. So I guess this is where the house was?
Yes.
No, you're a creep.
Iggy and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Well, not literally. No one would want to.
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously. He emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
Chicken coop.
See? Flaming chicken
Luca
coop.
rolled his eyes with realization. Iggy stifled a chuckle. Iggy triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Fireworks.
I
Oh,
pref-
I love he's actually carrying it.
Oh.
The shoebox. Oh.
Fourth wall break. I prefer to put it as an instant chicken buffet.
Poor chickens.
Tasty.
Are we having chicken for lunch tomorrow?
I guess we are. Hot wings.
We need to go back to Buffalo Wild Wings at some point.
Okay.
It was better than I expected. Ooh. Is there anything else I can expect before I go to the giant hole? No, I didn't think so.
Can you go to that machine on the right?
This one?
Yeah. Oh.
I do remember that word, and it's important in the minigame. I don't remember if it's important somewhere else.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes. Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in heaving gusts.
Here, I'm gonna go get some more water. Will you just keep
Yeah.
it going while I'm gone? Don't, like, go past the choice, but I should
There's
be
a
back before
choice?
then. Sorry, spoiler.
I wonder how you would even find something like this shit, though. Well, see, we're tall. Give me a Lenny face for this. How do we smash a hole? There we go.
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
Frost, can you see who actually made Kato? Like, were they credited or?
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Turns out when nobody knows how to fucking explain it, it's probably not good for you.
there a rope toy right there?
Because that's where she wanted to put it down.
I was about to, like, sit on it. Or step on it.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin. Kerr snapped his fingers.
Okay, so this is going on longer than I expected. What do you guys think? Should I keep going until the end? Which will probably be another hour, easy, after I do this ending and the other ending tied to it. Or should I, like, do another stream?
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance. Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
That sounded wrong.
I know it did.
It's okay, Frost. Like, the first half of the story and the second half are kind of...
I mean, like, if I felt like I could have, I should have done this whole thing in one stream. But again, it's 5 or 6 hours.
We didn't know how long it would
Iggy
be,
plucked
and then
a
we
single
kind of looked
bottle
up,
rocket from
like,
the box and held it up with reverence.
on how long to beat people's guesstimations. Cass, you might like it more
a long
after this
pause,
one.
Mr. Kerr flung up his hand.
I
in
know, I'm gonna do
frustration.
at least these 2 endings. But again, if you guys want to see the end, like the full ending right now, I will do it. I'm not tired. Like, I can keep going. But we can also, like, finish it Monday.
My vote's almost for Monday on account of, like, since we're not gonna do anything on Halloween because it is
Mr. Kerr sighed into the frigid
a Tuesday.
air.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
We're probably not doing D&D then, because they have kids.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I'm just like, it didn't occur to me.
With a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
That means super bonus stream, right?
I mean, maybe.
I don't
yeah.
know.
If they let us know in time, like, definitely.
With a growl, Kerr leapt at Iggy, crashing through Luca.
Why are you so concerned, huh?
I know.
Iggy tried to twist away, but in the struggle they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped. His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow. He could see Kerr further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
Now this expression I like.
Huh. Interesting.
Mr. Kerr gasped with insult. With a wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Oh damn! The main character design were $1,000 pledge rewards.
Good God.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack. Iggy loosened his grasp. Every muscle in Luca's body burned. Luca felt his hand slipping. A calm settled over Iggy's face. Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Here's the choice. Alright. We're refusing
He had no
his
choice
request.
but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip and reached for the walkie-talkie in his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you? Mirror, now. A clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. Ah, that's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. The end. I think this was one of those times where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
Alright then. You told us. It was the wrong one. Let's go to the other one.
Luca had no choice
Iggy's gonna
but to
die.
accept Iggy's request.
Death.
With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
This is also not the actual ending.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Yay, death. What is setting these off, by the way?
I don't know. He didn't have fire, so I've
Right?
always like had no idea.
The power of murder. Flaming chicken coop.
Do we need to make that into a emote?
We sort
Just
of have
flaming-
flaming chicken coop. We have the panic chicken. Look, it's info dump mouse again. See, there you go. There's your flaming chicken coop.
There you go. We've seen what happens in that case.
I think you've seen it 3 fucking times.
That's what she said.
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes. chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Muka followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny. To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder. Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels.
Burn.
Let's go back and find something
To
more
which?
definitive.
Yes. Oh yeah, look at the drawing.
Beacon Pines 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Hold on. I think that's the only one we can do.
No, you've got Hum, and then you've got the whole other thing.
I know. So, guys, this is the moment of choice. Do you want us to end it here? Because it's been almost 3 hours, and it's probably going to take, like, at least 45 minutes, another hour. Or should I do this again on Monday?
I think I know what Toll's about to vote for.
I'll wait.
For sure.
I'll wait.
Toll said Monday. Guess Frost.
Okay,
No,
Monday.
Frost. If this
Yeah.
buys you, yeah. If this
I still
buys
have
you,
to. I
a
still have to
thing-
click this because I have to get to a chapter to save. I think.
I see. No, I'd rather have Frost sleep and potentially be able to catch.
Actually, you just stop
The
it here.
thing-
I want
oh,
to see
here.
where this reloads us
Well,
from here.
You also made it to the end of a thing, so it won't matter. You know, you're all the way off to the left.
I'll probably log in before. No, we'll find out where this loads us Monday.
That just means I'm gonna have to send like all of y'all a screenshot of fucking Kato. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's it.
Okay.
That's gonna be my Halloween costume. It's just a penguin with hands.
Yeah. So today's Thursday. Tomorrow we're doing Roof Tracks, at least starting in it. I don't know if we have the new content because we do it through Xbox, and the new content might be console or PC only. If that's the case, we might end up buying it again on PC so we can just have it, which is not a problem. What are we doing? We're doing Phasmo Saturday.
We're more than likely doing Phasmo Saturday.
Unless
yes.
something happens and the event doesn't start.
No, the event started.
Oh yeah, that happened
Yeah,
today.
the event started.
Anyways, so that's Saturday, and I guess this is Monday.
Yeah.
So
there we
we've
go.
got the next 3 streams hammered out, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I know, Toll. I want Rotwood too.
I know, but we don't know when that's coming out. So if it comes out between now and Monday,
I feel like that's
what we're
Thursday.
gonna do Thursday, yeah. But at this point, I don't know what we're doing Thursday, in all honesty. Anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed the very confusing Penguin Handy game. Like, playing through it in one sitting, it made a lot more sense. It took like 5 hours. But I enjoyed it, and I liked the story. I'm so sorry you're so confused, Frost, but I don't know, maybe go watch the first one, it'll make a little bit more sense.
Now speedrun want the correct true ending at the end.
You
No, I'm kidding.
can't. Like,
you can't?
No. To get to the good ending, you have to unlock words that you need. At this point, the best example is that first branching pathway. You can only pick
Shit?
chill,
Oh.
and that's how you get shit to change the branching pathway to the other way. It's confusing. It's fun. I don't think you can get to the good ending without going through most of the other endings, though. Like, you have to find certain words. Like, we just got hum in one of these endings, and that's going to change this next one.
Get chill to get shit. Got it.
I know. It's such a weird game, but I love it. Anyways, hope everyone enjoyed, and maybe not have too many nightmares about penguin hands. We'll be back tomorrow with Rift Tracks. Hope everyone stays safe, comfortable, happy, healthy, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.